Hello everyone. So today I'm gonna work on how to show this square in the minimap that represents the area the player is currently focusing on. So here you can see if I move in the world, you can see that the square is also moving to match in the game, in the minimap. So if I go reach this area, you can see now the square is also over there. So yeah, this is what we are going to work on today. We will create a minimap widget, a separate minimap widget, and we will do the calculations and figure out how to match the world player location and map it to the space of the widget with this angle, considering this angle that we are viewing the map, and show it in the minimap. So yeah, let's see how to do those things today. And for your reference, this is how the map looks in the editor. We are viewing the map in an angle like this. So yeah, and before we get started, let me remind you that you can download the project files of this project and all other thousands of projects I have done in my channel from the Patreon page. Once you become a member, you can access everything without any limits. And also here is the full playlist of this strategy game with C++ series. Everything is explained here from scratch. Feel free to watch through these episodes and implement everything by yourself. And also there is another series that I did a while ago, but here I have exclusively used blueprints. So if you are more interested in that, feel free to check it out as well. And now let's get back to today's episode. Okay, so this is what we have implemented right now as of this the last episode. Here you can see we have the minimap, but now I want to add perhaps some dot or something to show where the player currently is. So it should move around as I move around this map. Okay, so first here let me go to my HUD, and this is where the minimap, all the elements of the minimap should come. So I think it would be easier for my calculations if I do the minimap in a separate widget. Therefore, let me create a new user interface, widget blueprint, ABP minimap. Right. And here I'll add a canvas panel. Now the first thing is figuring out how to map this into this. So that means here if I zoom out and this edge of the world, so the map is rendered in an angle like this here in this preview, but for our calculations, this is, you can see this is x-axis and this is y-axis. So I would do the calculations if for a top down view like this, because it's easier for me to do those calculations. That means if my player character is here in the minimap, in this top left, I should see whatever the object that represents the player, whatever the image, dot or cube, whatever. And so how do we map this? So to do that, let me add an image here, and let's anchor it to the middle. That is 2.5 and 0.5. Center it like this. So if I want to add it here, I need to know the shortest side width or height of this image, but it is anchored like this, so I can't see the size. So let me switch to this. Now I can see 332 and 235. So I'll undo that and I'll consider 235 and set the size of this 35 to 35. Okay, and let me add that this minimap. I'll also make this a bit transparent so that we can see through it and see if it is overlapping correctly. Minimap. Okay, it's added over here. Now maybe we should anchor it here. Sorry, not the image. This minimap. Right. The size. Actually, okay. So if I move it like this, it matches. Now here, this is from top view. That means this view. So this corner should match to the top left. That means this part should come here. So to do that, maybe let's wrap this with another canvas panel. Actually, not a canvas panel, maybe a border. But there should not be a color. For this, for the border. Paddy. Brush color. Very transparent. Okay. Now I'll add -45 rotation so that this is same as the rotation wise it's matches now. And then if I try to change the scale, this is the way it changes. So I can't change the scale of this one. Instead, I'll change the scale of the parent. So like this, 8.5. And then let me move it down to match this. Okay, so now it matches. Maybe not perfect, but that's fine. Yeah, that's good enough for me. All right, now that we have this mapped up to the rotation and the angle that we are viewing the map, now we can work on whatever the thing that we want to show the player. Okay, here the border box. I just need only an edge. Add the edge like this. Okay, now we see the weight edge, so I know that it's still there and the scale is matching up correctly. Maybe we can disable it later. Okay, right. Now let's go here to the code. So I'll use the uninitialized. So we need to know what's the center point of this map. And I'm going to consider the location of the map manager as the center point. Right now it is placed in the 000 location. So in the minimap, I'll get actor from class. Oh, it's the function actor. Okay, get actor of class map manager, ep map manager, and is valid. It is valid. I'll get the location. Don't think I would need a reference to this later on. Maybe I would, yeah. Let's promote this to a variable. Just in case I would need this, I'll use it. But right now I only need the location. Promote to variable map center. Okay, and in the I would need a function to update the location of the object that represents player. So it's not necessary to use this in the tick, but right for now, maybe a timer would be enough with the fast enough interval. But right for now, for testing, I'll use tick. So first I'll add a function, update player position. I'll call it in the tag, update player position. Okay, now here, first I need something that represents player. So what should I? Player's focus area, actually, not player focus area. Maybe let's add another image like this. Focus. I'll make this smaller, 10 by 10. Put it to the middle. And make it a variable so that I can access it. That is fine. That is clear. Okay, and then here we can access focus area. What we need to do is set the position of this focus based on the player pawn location in the world. So slot as canvas slot, set position. Now challenge is calculating this location. So I'll get player pawn and the location. Wait, not set, get. And I'll subtract map center so we can get the relative location from map center to the player. And since we are considering distance from here, from the center to the edge of the map, the total distance, the maximum distance would be this. Top view here. If I consider from middle along one direction, it would be 50,000. See? And this is a square, so it's same for both x and y. 50,000. So from center to the edge in one direction, it would be 50,000 units in the world, but in the map, in this map widget, it would match to half of the width or height of this map image, but it's a square, it's going to be a square, so it's same for both. So to map the location, I'll divide this with the map dimensions. So yeah, I'll add a new variable. I might, oh, this is 150,000 dimensions, but this is actually represents capture dimensions, not map dimensions. So let's create a new variable here. Maybe later on let's integrate this also into the map manager, but for now let's add a custom variable, float map size, and it would be 100,000 actually, but we need to consider the half size, half map size, so 50,000. And I need to divide this from 50,000. And then we need to multiply this with the size, half size of this widget. So as I said, it's 235. The side, one side should be 235, and half of that would be 170.5. Another variable, half map image size, no, map widget size. Fine. Right. And one other thing is here, x axis is this way and y axis is this way. You can see x is increasing from here to here, y is increasing from here to downward, but in the space of the widget, x would map to y. X maps to y direction, and y is changing from top to bottom. Top is 0, bottom is whatever the positive value, and for x, left is 0 and right is whatever the positive value. So here, if I check here, now you can see the shape of the map, and this is actually x. That means in the map, x would be this way. That means here x would be y. And also it is inverted, because you see this way it's increasing, but here downward it is increasing. So to account for all of that, I'll take this and then this one multiply with -1, -1, and that should go to y, and this should go to x. All right, I think that's all I need to do. So you can see this is here. Oh, one more thing, this square is rotated now. Maybe I should rotate it like 45 degrees. Now it should be properly angled. Yeah, here. Okay, now let me save everything and play. Now you see player location is here, and if I move, you can see that is also moving. Let's check by moving along this neck-like part. Actually, I can use WSADs. Is it mapping? Yeah, it is. So let me zoom out. Reach the top. So yeah, it is roughly it is correct, but I think there is a slight offset here. But maybe that's because here this red, it's not perfectly matching. See, this image and this is not perfectly matching. So we can fix it by changing the dimensions of this. If I increase this, okay, it's working correctly now. And I adjusted this part like this. So yeah, I think we can stop this episode right here. So thanks for watching. Next time let's work on how to click on the map and jump the player pawn into that selected area. So yeah, thanks for watching. As always, updated project files will be available for download in the Patreon page. Link would be in the description below. And let me know if you have any questions in the comments. See you in another episode. Goodbye.